to be exact. So if you happen to have Mars in the second house, sorry, I'm seeing this black cat. This video is for you. My name is Crew, aka I think I've already said that, aka Rain Storm. I am your evolutionary astrologer, specializing in I was about to say Mars activations again, specializing in karmic astrology, past life astrology, as well as what is your divine purpose here in this life and mission. So if you're interested in getting a personal reading, you can definitely check me out. I'm also at this current time offering tip and donation based readings, and also barter and trade readings. So if you want to check that out, make sure you do that. I'm also have my courses available. Chiron and Aries through the houses. And since we've had Mercury conjunct Chiron March 20th, we will also have Mercury conjunct Chiron April 15th, and also as well as May 7th. So y'all just definitely want to check those videos out if you're learning how to or wanting to learn how to alchemize your wounds, your karmic wounds. Even though Chiron is not necessarily considered karmic astrology, or evolutionary astrology, I definitely think it helps, especially when we're talking about past life dealings or like deep-seated wounds that trigger you. So if you're definitely interested in that, make sure you check the links below and you will see exactly how to access that course. And there will be many more to come as well. So let's go ahead and get to it. Mars in the second house. So we'll talk a little bit about Mars, the energy of Mars, and then we'll talk about what it means to be in the second house. So Mars is the energy of Aries. It rules over Aries and it also rules over Scorpio. This is the energy where you see somebody's physical vitality. This is the energy that gets you going. It gets me going, gets you up, gets you active. It's your ambitions, it's your drive to do something. It is your sexual energy. It's also your creative energy and your passion and fire to do something different. And it doesn't even have to do something different. It's just your overall energetic energy. It's also the energy that you see with somebody who is angry. You could see your Mars energy when somebody is mad, when somebody is upset. So definitely look to that as well. And then you can also see Mars energy when you're looking at the weapon of choice. So, are you using your words? Are you using your hands? Are you using an actual weapon? Are you using, like, what are you using? Are you a spiritual warrior? What is it? Mars and Pisces. What is it that you're using to activate your Mars energy? I love Mars, so I haven't talked about Mars in a long time, but it used to be something that I used to do very frequently. So Mars in the second house is the Taurus house, and this rules over your financial gains, your material gains, and also your values, your valuables, like physical valuable things that you have, but also the ways in which you value yourself. Mars in the second house can have a lot of energy and vigor towards itself, when it comes to their confidence, when it comes to their ambitions and their financial gains. They're very self-reliant. They're very like, okay, this is what I said I'm going to do, then here's what I'm going to do to get it. This is what I say I want to have, then this is what I'm going to do to have it. It's like very much so like, if I want it, I got it. I have it, I need it. Or whatever she said, that Ariana Grande girl said. So that's what you can see with Mars in the second house. Very much so confident in their value and their worth. This is the type of energy where, especially if it's aspected good, or just aspected in, good aspects to it, and just depending on what sign it is, it's where you can see somebody who is very confident in their worth and their value. They're like, no, this is what I'm going to, for example, this is what I'm going to charge. This is how much what I'm going to make, or even it doesn't necessarily just have to be with money. This can definitely also just be just in general with themselves, their boundaries, their physical boundaries to themselves. I can only take this much. I can only do this much, but after that, I'm cutting it off, or I'm cutting off, the terms, or whatever the case may be. So they're very upfront and upstanding with that energy as well too. Independent towards resources. Like I said, they're very much so like always looking to see what is that they can gain as far as their resources. They can be very impulsive also too with their finances, like very, 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 very impulsive with them finances here as well. Spending, overspending sometimes, especially with Mars in the second house. You can see somebody who makes or takes the energy and the vitality to make the money, but you could also see somebody who's like overspending the money. Granted, whatever you want to do with your money is your business. So I am not here to tell you what to do. I am not a financial advisor, and what you do is your business with your money. But just know that this could be something that is innately in you to do. Like, it can also even become an addiction to spend money, with Mars here. Because it's like, if I'm not spending money, like, what does that mean? Like, you can question minute, right? So question your value when money's not being spent, right? Doesn't mean that you have to spend money, but it just means that you accumulate or are focused on accumulating the money. So sometimes, you're also spending the money very quickly and fast, because Mars, it comes like in like a wrecking ball. It's fast and it's hot. You know what I mean? So you could definitely see that with Mars in the second house. Also, too, when it comes to self-validation with Mars in the second house, you could definitely see somebody, like I said, that's like very reassurance of themselves. Almost to the point of no return. When I say that, I mean like Mars in the second house can be so self-reliant on themselves that when it actually comes to like depending on somebody else or depending on others to help them and support them, they can be kind of off-putting by that. And it's like, maybe, for example, especially with Mars in the second house, maybe you need a financial advisor, or maybe you need somebody that can help you or support you in investing or growing your finances or something like that, or even investing in your value and investing in your worth and things like that. But you would rather go at it alone. You would rather do it alone. You know what I mean? So, and like, granted, depending on what sign is there and depending on what's aspect in there, you definitely want to check that. But that's also something that can also come into play when it comes to your Mars in the second house. Also, too, Mars in the second house can be like second house already is more so, it can be like more short-term things. I mean, it is a Taurus house, so it's like long-term too, but it's quick. Second house is like quick, fast, money, things coming in, things coming out. Also, too, I would even say, before I get into it, because I was going to say, maybe Mars will help you with short-term goals. Seventh house is more long-term. So Mars will help you like short-term things that you want to do, but, you know, more short-term gains and things that you have, especially with finances. Also, too, because the second house is the things that you eat, you could have an impulsiveness to like putting certain foods or things. You you might have the sensation to want to like maybe overly indulge in eating and things like that, like things that can like block your physical body, right? Because the first house comes before the second house. So just want to make sure you're careful with the things that you're eating. I'm not saying that you have to go on a strict diet or anything, but just really seeing what is working for your body and what is not working for your body, because that can also impact your finances as well. How you feel about yourself, how you think, even though that's more Mercury than it is Mars with the thinking versus like doing with Mars here. You just want to be sure that you're like, just putting stuff in your body that flushes your body out versus like making you feel like stuck, especially when it comes to your financial, and then also like the value that you see of yourself. If you're eating stuff that makes you feel sluggish, right? You're putting things in your body that's going to make you feel sluggish, and that's going to be the exact reflection of how you're looking at the things that you're gaining materially, and also your own physical value and things like that as well too. So just keep that in mind there. Hello. All the cats are out tonight or today. Also, too, I think the last thing that I wanted to say is finding a balance between material gains and your own value. Because Mars is here, there's like a lot of time and energy being put into the material resources and the material gains that sometimes that energy can like overtake like your own personal value. Like, you don't have to overwork yourself to prove your value. Okay, so just keep that in mind with Mars in the second house. Take it easy. The money is going, you got the energy and the vitality for the money to come, but after you put in the seeds of intention to do the work that you want to do, or do the work that it is that you're doing to bring in whatever it is that you're bringing in, you can sit back and relax. Find your Venus. You can sit back, relax, and let that energy come on in, okay? So that's what I have for Venus Mars in the second house. We're going to move on to Mars in the third house. And like I said, we'll finish this week with Mars in the fourth house. Y'all make sure y'all check out my new course, like I said at the beginning, Chiron, going over those healing your chironic wounds according to wherever Aries is in your chart. And also make sure y'all like, share, subscribe on that video, okay? And I will definitely see y'all on the next video. Also, Also, too, I dropped a series about my astrocartography journeys as a North Node in Sagittarius, living on my North Node MC line, and also closely, slightly next to my Venus line. So y'all also make sure y'all go check out my astro travel journals, okay? I will see y'all on the next video, and y'all already know what it is. It's the Rainy Storm checking in, checking out. Without a doubt, the deuces. Wait, how do I end this? Oh, it's different. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know how I end it. Deuces. Let's see. Oh, here we go.